Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Today I continue to talk about the chapter 6 of the Lotus Sutra. In this chapter, Buddha bestowed the prophecy to all these disciples. They will become Buddha. So overall, what the teaching is, Buddha tells us that he is the Buddha and we are the Buddha in the future. So it's a matter of practice, it's a matter of motivation. You have a devotion and you decide to go his way, the way he showed us, you will become Buddha. Okay? Buddha is the awakened person, the one who knows the truth, the real truth. The one we believe now is the relative truth. It's not the absolute truth. The absolute truth, there's no verbal there's no verbalism to define the truth. You have to experience, you have to learn it, and you experience yourself. So in Buddhism, it's a lot of thing is self-dependence. Okay, not that like other religion, you depend on somebody, some benediction or something, like some dogma, and they give to you after you believe to them. But in Buddhism, Buddha teaches us to trust yourself. He is the one who showed you the way, but you the one you do it. Like he said, you light, you wait. Okay? You have a light, and you light the way, and you go. That's the best way in Buddhism. So a lot is a self-dependence, self-trust, it's the self-respect. So in this chapter, Buddha, he give the prophecy that all these students, they will become one after another the Buddha in the future due to their devotion, due to their practice, and the merit, okay? It's a meritocratic system. Buddhism is a meritocratic system. Nobody promises you anything. Nobody gives you anything. You do it yourself. So it's all merit, okay? And another thing is Buddhism is sharing. So when you have a merit, you don't keep the merit for yourself, for your family, or for your friends, but you give to everybody. You want everybody to do well. You want everybody to do better. Sometimes, in real life, we get jealous. We have friends, somebody, they are doing better, we get jealous. But in Buddhism, if your friend or somebody do better than you, it's better. It's much better. You wish everybody do better than yourself. For example, the teachings too. The real teacher, the one who wants his student to become better than himself. It's not the teacher, he told the student, he said, oh, you below me. You never reach my level. It's not a real good teacher. The teacher is the one who really said, you do like me, and you better yourself, you surpass me. That's the real teacher. That's a really good teacher. So in Buddhism, that way, okay? You want everybody to do well, do better than yourself. They better themselves. You better society. It benefits everybody. So the benefit, the merit, you didn't keep for yourself. You want to do for everybody. Like you see, the true monk and nun, they try very much to do for all the people. Buddha says this one, the best way to practice Buddhism, to serve fellow people, okay? Not to serve you or your family, to serve the other people. That's the dedication, that's the devotion to help to serve the other people. That's truly you practice Buddhism. The one who said, no, I go to the temple so I get good luck I get a promotion, I make more money, I'm happier. It's not true that way. I go to temple to better myself, to make myself a better person. And I become a better person. I benefit the other people. That's my goal, to benefit the other people. That's to practice Buddhism. Okay. So just think about that. And after you practice that, you will get the merit and you become Buddha. You become an awakened person. It's a time only, okay? Like I said before, you set up a GPS, you know your goal, you go to Buddhahood. You set it up, you go that direction, you will become Buddha, okay? It's a time. And if we look at the solar calendar or the lunar calendar, 100 years is very long. But look at cosmic calendar, 100 years mean nothing. It's not even a nanosecond, okay? The history of the earth is a few million years. It's only few first day of the month of January on the cosmic calendar. So if you say that you become Buddha, it's a reality. It may be 2-3 days. That means 2-3 million years. But with us, the billion years is so long. But the cosmic calendar, it's only a few days. Or even 1 week, even 1 month, when become Buddha. Okay? So it's real. Okay? You can do it. And we go that way. So in the chapter, Buddha just tell his student the prophecy, you become Buddha, such name. When he named the Buddha, he always have the meaning of that Buddha. Like the first one, Mahakasyapya. He's very educated. He do a lot of study. So he have a name like a Quang, like him, Quang. That means the name of the Buddha is Quang. It's a clear and good mind. So he named that way because he knows that student is so intellectual, he's so educated. So his name is Quang. The Buddha is Quang. And the one who built a lot of temple, built that, something to do with temple. He keep building temple. But the one who really educated is Quang. He's the one who study a lot. He benefit the other people, benefit himself by his study, by his intellectual potential he had. So when Buddha named it, he think about what merit that student have. He named it. So, and tomorrow we will celebrate the Oriental New Year's Eve, okay? A lot of tradition, like I said, it's a mundane tradition, like lion dance. Lion dance is like the symbol. The lion bring the good luck, chase away the bad luck, bring the good luck, make the people have a better spirit. Everybody have feel joy, energy, and everything. That's the symbol of the lion dance. Okay? And the firecrackers to chase away the bad luck. That's all. Okay? That's the thing. Is if we do something symbolic, we practice together. We do together, and we welcome the springtime. The springtime is like a renewal of the new thing for us. Everything get better than the new year. That's the meaning that we do it together, so we enjoy together, we celebrate it. That's all about the new year. And I will get a little bit offering. In the offering, we have a red envelope and we have a $2 bill. The $2 bill represents the good luck, okay? That's just idea. You have that money, that good luck, the seed money. That money make you make more money to help yourself, help the other people, to make the economy better. That's the meaning of the $2 bill. Okay? Everybody loves the $2 bill. That's the meaning. So we have to be happy together and celebrate and prepare for the new year. Okay? And Master Quang Chi and the nun, they do a lot, You see, on the decoration, it takes them weeks to do it, but they do it. They motivate, they want to serve you. You see the way monk and nun, they serve you, they do it. They don't complain, they do it on their own. Use their effort, their money, that thing. They put money in, they do everything to make everybody happy so everybody can enjoy it. So we think about Quang and the nun, both the two of them. They do a lot for everybody, okay? So I praise them. Yeah, they're very good monk and nun. They do everything. So I expect after I pass away, these two, they can continue it. And they make the temple better. And in the future, we have more American monk and nun. So we serve it. And this temple would be an American temple, Buddhist temple, to benefit the community, okay? We have some Vietnamese Buddhist member, but we have many Buddhist temple here, Vietnamese Buddhist temple. So they have a benefit there. But we have only one American Buddhist temple. So we need to make it better and make it stronger. So that way we need more American monk and nun. Okay? That's my hope that. And I talked to Master Quang Chi, said, you try to be a good monk. And after 10 years, you can open the monastery, you can have more students come in, follow you. That way, you guide them and you make this temple bigger and better. And all the people like Quang Minh Leon, they support the temple, okay? He's not a monk, but he do as much as monk. He serve a lot. He do a lot. So, we need more people like Quang Minh Leon Brian. That way, the temple can get stronger and better, okay? And we have a new member like Chi Bẩn here. He's new, but he's very diligent and very good. And like where and she's new too, but she's very capable and very good, serving a lot. It's okay. So we need more people, like a young generation, like Chi Minh is very good too. He's young, but he's very motivated. So I think all together we can get it. And I never forget about Meda. She's far away. She's from Rao Rock. She drive here 2 hours. She come here very often, do everything to help the temple. It's amazing. Without these people like all of you, this temple cannot prosper, okay? So the more you come, the more you serve, the people, they follow the example. They come, they contribute, and they help to maintain the temple. So your example, your action, make the people, they come and they follow you. So the temple get better. So consider this temple your temple. That's your commune temple. It's not anybody. It doesn't belong to Master Quang Chi or the nun. It belongs to all of you. Okay? It's the temple of Buddha. Buddha, he's the owner of the temple. It's not, none of us, we are owner. He's the owner. He's the guide force to help us to practice Buddhism, to benefit ourselves, to benefit the other people, make our society more peaceful. We avoid violence. The nice thing about Buddhism, we don't believe in violence. In the other religion, they said eye for eye, something that tip for tip, and they believe in the revenge, self-defense. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in self-defense or revenge. Why? Because we believe in karma, okay? If somebody do something to me, for example, they kill me, what it mean? It means maybe last life I killed them. I owe them life. So this life they take back my life. So that's fair. But if I defend myself, I get the gun, I shoot them, I never pay my debt. Okay? So that's the feeling, that's the philosophy of Buddhism. Okay? We don't believe in self-defense. Okay? Somebody get the gun, I have a fast hand, I pull the trigger. Before that, I kill him before he can do anything to me. He owes them their life again. Okay? So in the history, many monks, okay, they get killed. They don't defend themselves. The second patriarch of Zen tradition, he's very good in fencing. When he get out, they surround him. He stay there, and the people kill him. People ask, how come? You can use a sword, you can kill all of them. He said, no, if I do it, I never pay that money. The last time I killed them. So this life they come back, they take my life. I let them do it. So it be even. They didn't go after me anymore. So I think that's the best philosophy. But if you believe in violence, said no, I defend myself. I get a sword, I get a gun, I have a fast hand, I can shoot them before they do anything to me. You never pay back your debt. It's the fairness, okay? It's an example, but some people, they don't believe it because they don't think like a Buddhist person. They think, no, eye for eye. They touch me, I have to do more than that. Like Mr. Trump, he said, somebody do one to him, he do 10 times more. It's not that way, okay? We don't do that way. We don't revenge, we are not vindictive. You have to have an open heart. You have to practice loving kindness, loving compassion. That's the only way. Love will stop everything. Hatred generate more hatred. Okay? Love stop the hatred. That's the only way. Okay? You see the example, like a Mother Teresa. She practiced love all her life. So she's Bodhisattva. Okay? Even she's not Buddhist, but we consider her a Bodhisattva. All her life serving the sick people, the poor people, elderly people, the people who have AIDS, the people who have that, she served it. All her life. She have a very, very frugal life. She dressed very simple, eat simple, everything. When she have a funeral, they make a big funeral, it's against her will. She didn't want it. She want a very simple funeral. They make a huge funeral. 2-3 million people come there, against her will. And I talked to Quang last night, like Thích, he's a famous monk. They make now a huge funeral. It's against his will. He doesn't want it. Okay? And Quang asked me, teacher, what do you want? I said, if I die, very simple. Make it simple as possible. Cremation, that's it. You didn't spend, because all money you spend, you can use that money to help poor people, help sick people, to feed the children. Instead of spending $1 million for the funeral, what's for? Doesn't make sense. I didn't think Thích he wanted, but his follower, they want to show up. They said, oh, he's so important. Treat him like an emperor, make a funeral like for emperor. It's against his will. It's not good. It's not good. Like a Mother Teresa too, she want to have a very simple funeral. They make a huge funeral. It's against the will. Because if they think it, somebody thinking, use that money to feed the poor people, that's much better. Or to make more home for homeless, that's better than use $1 million for funeral. That's a nonsense. Okay? And only benefit the survivor. They want to show, how much you love, respect, but they use somebody's money. It's money. Okay? It's not their money. Somebody put in the money, million to do it. What's for? It's against Buddhist belief. In Buddhism, we don't believe that way. I talked to Quang Chit. Buddha, he died very simple himself. You know, he's from the king family. They can make a huge funeral, She doesn't want it. He walked to his bed there, he climbed there, stayed there, and he teach his student, the last one, the precept for the student. He said, after I die, you must be the precept, okay? The morality. Keep the precept, the morality. You have a teacher there, okay? You need another teacher. You need the morality. And they said, we believe it. And it's good teaching. So that's my talk today. And hopefully tomorrow, I think it rained in the morning, but in the evening, probably we have a good time. Hopefully we have a good time, so we get everything. We celebrate together to welcome the new year and the springtime. Okay? So if anybody have any question, I try to answer your question. Yes.
First of all, thank you for the temple looks beautiful.
You can speak louder. I have a little bit hearing problem.
So my question, teacher, is, so for example, you gave the example of if you get killed, then perhaps you owe that karma, right? And that, some people believe that, someone hits you with one power, you hit them 10 times harder. So does that mean that how you receive that karma matters as far as satisfying the karma, or the fact that it happened is satisfying the karma? Do you see what I'm saying? So for example, if you for whatever reason karma puts you in a wheelchair, how your attitude is when you live in that wheelchair, does that affect the karma, or just the fact that you are in a wheelchair, you're satisfied?
Can you read for me, comment?
I think it's about what we do after the karma.
Can you take you?
After the karma has had an effect on us, does the way that we handle that karma, does that affect the length of time it happens, or does that have anything to do with how it affects us? In other words, we accept that karma gratefully. We don't try to fix the karma away.
The karma is the natural law. Buddha didn't invent the karma. It's the cause and effect. It's very scientific, okay? So if you think everything is a cause and effect, you make a good cause, good effect, bad cause, bad effect. So it's a good understanding. When you practice Buddhism, you practice good understanding. You hear that the good understanding, that's the best mantra, okay? So the good understanding that. So the karma is this one. You believe in cause and effect. So you try to make a good cause, so get a good effect. Avoid the bad cause, so we have a not bad effect. Okay? That's the meaning of the karma. Okay? It's not superstition. It's not like, oh, I do karma like a superstition. I get the good effect. No, it's natural law. Okay? Everything in life, everything in real life, is the cause and effect. You make everything, you think about that. Okay? Think about everything is cause and effect. For example, you cook good, that's the cause. You have good meal, people enjoy it, that's the effect, okay? That's very natural. You drive defensively, you don't have accident, cause and effect, okay? It's no superstition. Somebody says, oh, I drive carefully, that's superstition. I don't have accident. No, it has nothing to do with superstition. It's the cause and effect only. So real understanding of the karma is understanding the cause and effect. So Buddha, when he talked about karma, he did not invent karma. He have a clear understanding. So he tells us about the cause and effect. It's a scientific. Even in chemistry, you see the cause and effect very much. Some element gets to another element, we have a result. Another combination get out, okay? Chloride and sodium, they have sodium chloride, okay? Hydrogen, oxygen, you combine together, have water. So cause and effect. So that's very simple. But people, they don't understand that. It's always magical. How we put here hydrogen and oxygen and have water. It's a magic too. It's not magic. It's a very scientific. It's chemistry. It's the real chemistry. It's the physics. It's the chemistry. But some people, they take advantage. Some teachers, some practitioners take that and they tell his or her follower that, oh, it's magic. It's something, like something I invent. I do it for you. It's not real. The thing now, it's a cause and effect. Yes.
I think what she's trying to say is when something bad,
Can you take? I have a little bit problem hearing you.
when something bad happens to us, how are we to receive it so that that is the proper karma? I think that was the question on whether or not that is what affects. So that if we are put in a wheelchair, do we then accept that karma? And if we have a bad attitude, how does that affect the karma?
If everything happened to you, you just think about that's the cause and effect. Okay, you make a good cause, and the return will be the good effect. Okay, some people, this one, like for example, some bad people. Okay, they're bad, but this life, you have a very good life. You make good money, good position, everything that you want to accept. It's unfair. Why this guy? He's so bad. He get everything, and good people, they're so poor. Think about the karma in the last life. Okay, maybe this guy now, he have a benefit, he have a power, he have a money, he have everything. Maybe last life he did a lot of good things. So this life, the effect go to his life. But wait and see. Maybe the end of his life is not that good. He will have something happen. Okay? Like look at Gaddafi. Okay? The guy, he have a horrible life. He's a president. He do everything. He do a lot of bad things. How he died? When he died, somebody shoot in his head, call him a dog, shoot him. He begged and said, please, save my life, don't kill me. They said, no, I killed the dog, shoot him in the head, kill him. So he died that way. You see, it's unavoidable, unavoidable, okay? And look about many things, okay? Many things. Like, for example, Reagan, he's a big president. How he died? Alzheimer. It's not a nice thing, At the end of his life, it's not that good. His wife have to feed him, have to do everything for him. It's not the ending of the life, not that. But he's a good person. He's not that bad, okay? Look at Saddam Hussein. How he died? They hanged him. Because before, how many people he killed? They killed million people. So how he ended up his life? So sometimes, when you look at karma, look at yourself and say, okay, some people, they're so good, but they're poor. Everything happened to them, bad luck, bad luck. But look at that, maybe last life, he's not that good. He make a lot of bad mistakes. He accumulated a lot of bad cause. So this life, he can have that result. Okay? So we have to think about that. You think about the Buddhist thinking. You think about that. So don't blame it. So what it is, Buddha teaches, if one thing this life, you have not good luck. You're not lucky. But what he teaches you, be a good person. Even that, you can improve your luck. You can change it. You can modify your karma. Okay? Some people, they say, oh, karma is fixed, like a destiny, like a fate. I'm born with that bad karma, so I have to stay that way. No, you can change it by being a good person, by better yourself. You can change it. Maybe the end of your life is much better. Okay? Like Mappa, okay? She's a lady, okay? I tell her, it's a contemporary, not long ago. She married an old man, but his good husband. He died before her, and she have some miscarriage, and finally she have a baby. She have a very poor life, but extremely, very, very unfortunate. But what it saved her? She studied Buddhism. She practiced meditation. She changed her life. She became a teacher. And she teaches meditation not only in Bangladesh, in India, even America. They invite her to go to America to teach. And she changed her life. She has better health. She's been very respected. And the end of her life, she lived up to 79. She didn't die young. And very good. She changed totally due to her practice. She practiced Buddhism. She gave love to other people. When she teach, she didn't charge anybody. She didn't use Buddhism to make money. She used to help people, help herself, help other people. At the end, her health get much better. And she became a famous teacher. Okay? So you see, a lot of people, so what it is, okay? When something happened to you, don't get angry or don't get that, okay, why, my karma is so bad? No. He said, I change it. I can modify it. I can make it better, okay? Nothing stopped me from being better. I can do better. I can make myself better. I can improve, I can modify my karma and make it better. Even it doesn't happen right away. Maybe in the year to come, maybe near the end of my life, it's much better. Maybe my next life, it'll be much better. So we believe in that. We said, okay, it happened. Maybe the last life, I'm not good. Maybe I did something. Maybe I was selfish. I was greedy. I exploit the people. I take advantage of people. I steal from people. I kill people. I hurt people. So this life will happen to me. But this life now, I don't do it. I stop it. I do better. I see it. That the best way to do is improve myself. Do better myself. And your life changes. Many people, they have it changed. Many people, okay? Many people. One monk in China, she's still alive now. Her name is Chanting. She like a Mother Teresa. She come from a rich family, but she's the only daughter. So when her father died, she became a nun. And her mother, and everybody go against that. She have a lot of money, multi-million, okay? She do everything. She live very simple, very small church for a temple, but she built a big place for the teaching, for the Dharma teaching. She all her money to help the other people. She make a program, she called it Từ Bi, that means love and compassion. She helped about 82 countries. Help a lot. She changed it. She said, because I see my father, he died. I feel the love. I want to pay him back by practicing loving kindness, loving compassion. So I don't want to stay out, to have family, to use the money I have. I want to benefit the other people. She's become a wonderful person. So her program, the Từ Bi program, loving compassion, over the world now. She does a lot to help, not only in Taipei, but all over the world, 82 countries, okay? 82 countries up to now. And I heard that about 30 or 40 years before, she raised about $300 million. And she used all money to help the other people. She didn't use the money for herself or for her temple, for everybody. And they give her certificate, medal, all the honor. She didn't go out to get it. She didn't do it for the honor. She didn't like people, oh, I do that one, I have a Nobel Prize, I have a decoration. Is that? No. She turned it down. They give her honor. But she didn't look for honor. You see, how good is that one? Because some people said, okay, I do it because I have a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize. And Nobel Prize, $1 million. Pocket $1 million, get the honor, hang the medal at home, I have a Nobel Prize. No, She didn't do it. So you see, that's a wonderful, that's the thing, that's really the Buddhist way. Okay? Okay. Any other question? Yes.
Is meditation the only way to discover your true Buddha nature and experience nirvana, or are there other paths?
On meditation, you should talk to Master Quang. He have a class meditation. He help you. He dedicate a lot of meditation. Meditation is the one practice of Buddhism. It's not all. Usually you combine meditation with the practice, okay? What the meditation is to tame your mind, okay? But Buddha teaching is very simple. He said the practice of Buddhism is very simple. Like when you're hungry, you eat. When you're thirsty, you drink. So the practice of Buddhism, what we say, do good, do not do bad, tame your mind, okay? That's the practice of Buddhism. And meditation, not the whole practice of Buddhism. Some people say, oh, you practice Buddhism, only it's a meditation. It's not true. It's a comprehensive. It's a combination of a discipline. The discipline, study, and practice have a meditation. Meditation is trying to tame your mind. And some people, they think, oh, meditation, that means I have to sit a lotus position, semi-lotus, so to do meditation. It's not true. You can sit any position, comfortable for you. Keep your back straight so you breathe better. You can exchange air better, in and out better. And you have some technique to anchor your mind, to focus your mind. The goal of Buddhism, to focus your mind. That's the way your mind is not wandering around. Because usually our mind is very active. There have been million of processes all the time. Chemical process in the mind. So we think about, we have a million of thinking in the time. So what you do, you try to focus it. Instead of have a wandering thought, you focus that. When you focus it, you understand better and you can practice better. So I would suggest that to study meditation, you need to talk to Master Quang. He help you more at meditation. Practice with him. Meditation needs practice. You can have a sitting meditation, you can have walking meditation, you can have lying meditation. Only thing is try to focus it. Try to focus. There are different ways to focus it. You can use your breath. You count in and out. 1, in and out. 2, in and out. Count to 10. If you lost the count, go back to count again. So you can focus. You anchor your mind. Okay? So that way you don't get the wandering thought. Okay? So that's the goal of the meditation. It's anchor your mind. Focus your mind. So that way you can concentrate. They said, if you get concentration, you develop wisdom. Okay? If you're not concentrated, it's very difficult to develop wisdom. So wisdom comes from concentration. Okay? And you know, wisdom is different from intelligence. Intelligence is very artificial. You can study, become very intelligent, but maybe not that wise. Wisdom is innate. It's something you develop by practicing. And it's really, the wisdom is very natural. It's not artificial like intelligence. And intelligence is good. It's only relative to time and place, okay? Now you live in 21st century, you're intelligent. But the people in 25th century, they think we're not that intelligent. They're far more advanced than us. They said, these guys, they're dumb. They think that way because we live in 21st century. They live 25th century, okay? So we compare ourselves to 17th century. We're smarter than people in 17th century, but we are not smarter. It's relative only, okay? So think about the wisdom. And I would suggest you talk to Master Quang about meditation, practice with him about meditation. And you can do different way to meditate. And meditation is a practice awareness and mindfulness. Not only when you practice meditation, you meditate. Everything you do mindfully is meditation. When you drive mindfully. You practice meditation there. When you cook mindfully, it's meditation. When you study mindfully, it's meditation. Everything you do with mindfulness, awareness, it's a part of meditation. You practice it, and the benefit it will come. Okay, you become more concentrated, and after you get good concentration, you have wisdom. Okay. Yes. So talk to Master Quang Chi. Okay, he will help you. Have any other question? If I have no other question, we transfer the Venerable chanting. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Any positive karmic action we accomplished today, you want to transfer to everybody and wish them the alignment.
Now we'll be start chanting half of the Medicine Buddha Sutra, so page 307. It's a long sutra, so we will stop chanting after midway at the mantra.
On the New Year, we always do chant the Medicine Buddha Sutra. So turn to 307. Inviting the bell. Bodhi, speech and mind in perfect oneness, I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Listen, listen, this wonderful sound brings me back to my true home. Incense offering. In gratitude, we offer this incense to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas
throughout space and time. May it be fragrant as earth herself, reflecting our careful efforts, our wholehearted mindfulness, and the fruit of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true home.
Opening verse. The incense in the censer now is burning, all the Dharma realm in every place, auspicious clouds appearing, our sincere intention thus fulfilling, as all Buddhas now show their perfect body. Homage to the incense cloud canopy, Bodhisattva and great Bodhisattva. Verses for bowing. Homage to the eternally abiding Buddhas, the supreme Dharma and sagely Sangha throughout the Dharma realm and the realm of empty space and 3 periods of time. Homage to the fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya, honored future Buddha, Manjushri, great wisdom Bodhisattva, universal great conduct Bodhisattva, all Dharma guarding Deva Bodhisattvas, and the glorious mountain assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Homage to Amitabha Buddha in the land of ultimate bliss, Avalokitesvara, great compassion Bodhisattva, great strength Bodhisattva, restored great vow Bodhisattva, and the assembly of great purity like Bodhisattva. Please sit down. The great compassion mantra. Namo. Great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo. Great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Avalokitesvaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunikaya Om Sarvaravaye Sudanadasya Namaskritva Imamvarya Valokiteshvararam Dava Namo Narakindi Hri Mahavaswami Sarvarhatu Shubham Ajiyam Sarvasattva Namo Vastava Namo Vakamavitatu Taryata Om Avalokalokamati Karati Ehiri Mahabodhisattva Sarva Sarva Mala Mala Mahi Mahi Hridayam Koro Koro Karmam Doro Doro Vishati Mahavishati Dara Dara Chala Chala Mama Vimala Muktalahi Shina Shina Asham Rashari Vishva Vishvam Brashaya Holo Holo Maram Holo Holo Hri Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Bodhiya Bodhiya Bodhaya Bodhaya Maitreya Narakindi Drishanina Vayamana Swaha Siddhaya Swaha Mahasiddhaya Swaha Siddhayogi Shvaraya Swaha Narakindi Swaha Mara Nara Swaha Sira Simamukaya Swaha Sarva Mahasiddhaya Swaha Chakra Siddhaya Swaha Padma Kasaya Swaha Narakindi Vagalaya Swaha Mavari Sankaraya Swaha Namo Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Valokite Shavaraya Swaha Om Siryantu Mantra Padaya Swaha. The Dhamma Bodhi is bringing morning light and concentration. My heart is at peace. A half smile is born on my lips. This is a new day and go through it in mindfulness. The sun of wisdom has risen, shining in every direction. Noble Sangha, diligently bring your mind into meditation. Namo Shakyamunaya Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamunaya Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamunaya Buddhaya. Verses for opening a sutra. The unsurpassed, profound and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of years. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold it, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning.
Buddhas, great assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo medicine Buddhas, great assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo medicine Buddhas, great assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
Sutra of the Merit. Sutra
Of the merit and virtue of the past vows of medicine, Master Vaidurya Light Tathagata. Thus I have heard at one time the Bhagavan was traveling through various lands to living beings. He arrived at Vaisali, city of extensive adornments, and stayed beneath a tree from which music resounded. With him were 8,000 great bhikshus and 36,000 bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, as well as kings, ministers, Brahmins, lay disciples, and the rest of the Eightfold Division, beings both human and non-human. The immeasurable great multitude respectfully surrounded the Buddha as he preached the Dharma. At that time the Dharma Prince Manjushri received the awesome inspiration of the Buddha, rose from his seat, bared one of his shoulders, knelt on his right knee, and inclining his head and placed his palms together, said to the Bhagavan, world-honored one, we wish you would speak about such dharmas as the Buddha's names, the great vows they made in the past, and their supreme merit and virtue, so that those who hear them will be rid of their karma hindrances. This request is also for the sake of bringing benefit and joy to sentient beings in the Dharma image age. The Buddha then praised the pure youth Manjushri. Good indeed, Manjushri, with great compassion you now request that I speak about the Buddha's names and the virtue of their past vows, for the sake of rescuing sentient beings who are bound up by karmic obstacles, and for the purpose of bringing benefit, peace, and joy to beings who live in the Dharma image age. Listen attentively to my words, reflect on them extremely well, for I will now answer you. Manjushri said, please do speak, we are glad to listen. The Buddha told Manjushri, passing from here to the east beyond Buddha lands numerous as the sand grains in Ganges River is a world called pure Vaidurya. The Buddha there is named medicine master Vaidurya light Tathagata, proper and equal enlightenment, perfect and practice well gone, one who understands the world's supreme Lord, regulating hero, teacher of gods and humans, Buddha Bhagavan Manjushri, medicine master Vaidurya light Tathagata, was practicing the Bodhisattva path. In the past he made 12 great vows that enable all sentient beings to what they seek. The first great vow, I vow that in a future life when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. My body will shine with dazzling light that will illumine measureless, countless, boundless worlds. My body will be adorned with the 30 heroic features and the 80 auspicious characteristics, and I will enable all beings to become as I am, the second great. I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, my body will be as bright and clear as lapis lazuli, flawlessly pure, vastly radiant, majestic with merit, abiding at ease, adorned with blazing nets, brighter than the sun and the moon, being illuminated, and will succeed in all their endeavors. The third great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I will, by means of limitless, unbounded wisdom and skill in means, enable all sentient beings to obtain an inexhaustible supply material necessities, so they are without the slightest want. The fourth great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I shall lead those sentient beings who practice deviant paths to reside in the way of Bodhi, and those who travel on the vehicles of the hearer or Prateka Buddha to abide in the great vehicle. The fifth great vow, I vow that in a future, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I shall enable limitless and boundless numbers of sentient beings who cultivate the path morality in accordance with my Dharma, to perfectly uphold the three clusters of precepts without exception. Should there be any violation upon hearing my name, they will regain their purity and not fall into the evil destiny. I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, if there are sentient beings whose bodies are inferior and whose faculties are imperfect, who are ugly, dull, blind, deaf, mute, deformed, paralyzed, hunchbacked, or afflicted with skin disease, insanity, or various other sicknesses, and suffer upon hearing my name, they shall all become endowed with upright features, keen intelligence, and perfect faculties, and they shall be free of sickness and suffer. The seventh great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I shall call sentient beings who are oppressed by many illnesses and who are without aid, without a place to turn, without a doctor, without medicine, without relatives, and without a family, who are poverty-stricken and filled with suffering, to be cured of their sicknesses upon having my name pass by their ears, so they are peaceful and mind. They will have a family and relatives and acquire an even realize unsurpassed Bodhi. The eighth great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, if there are women who myriad suffer. Being female, upon hearing my name, they will be able to turn from women into men who are replete with male features and ultimately realize unsurpassed Bodhi. The ninth great vow, I vow that in a future life when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I shall liberate sentient beings from the nets of demons and the bonds of radical passive. They have fallen into the dense forest of evil views. I shall lead them to have proper views, to gradually so they will quickly realize unsurpassed, proper, and equal Bodhi. The 10th great vow, I vow that in a future life when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I shall cause sentient beings to fall into the hands of the law and are shackled, beaten, imprisoned, sentenced to execution, or subjected to endless disaster, hardships, abuse, and humiliation, so that they are torn by grief and distress and suffering in body and mind, to obtain upon hearing my name liberation from all worry and suffering by means of my blessings, virtue, and awesome spiritual power. The 11th great vow, I vow that in a future life I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. I shall cause all sentient beings who are so plagued by hunger and thirst that karma in their quest for food, upon hearing my name and single-mindedly accepting and maintaining it, to be filled with delicious food and drink, and after by means of the flavor of Dharma to settle in ultimate peace and happiness. The 12th great vow, I vow in a future life when I attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, if there are sentient beings who are poor and without clothes, so that at night they are troubled by mosquitoes and flies and by cold and heat, upon hearing my name and single-mindedly accept and maintaining it, they shall obtain all kinds of fine and wonderful garments that accord to their taste, as well as variety of precious adornments, flower garlands, fragrant balms, and the enjoyments of music and various kinds of talents, so that all their hearts delight. Manjushri, these are the 12 sublime and wonderful vows that the world-honored one, medicine master, Vaidurya light Tathagata, one of proper and equal enlightenment, made while cultivating the Bodhisattva way. Moreover, if I were to speak for an eon or more about the great vows made by the world-honored one, medicine master, Vaidurya light Tathagata, when he practiced the Bodhisattva, and about the merit, virtue, and adornments of his Buddha land, I could not finish. That Buddha land has always been completely pure. There are no women, no evil destiny, and no sounds of suffering. The ground is made of Vaidurya with golden cords lining the roads. The city walls, towers, palace, pavilions, studios, windows, and ladders. Treasures, the merit, virtue, and adornments of this land are identical to those of Amitabha Buddha's western land of ultimate bliss. Residing in that land are two Bodhisattvas Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas. The first is called universally radiant sunlight, and the second universally radiant moonlight. They, the leaders among the immeasurable, uncountable host of Bodhisattvas in that, and will be the successors to that Buddha. They are able to maintain the precious treasury of the proper Dharma of the world-honored one, medicine. Vedurya light Tathagata, therefore Manjushri, all good men and good women who have faith should make vow to be born in that Buddha's land. At the time the world-honored one again spoke to the pure youth Manjushri, saying, Manjushri, there are living beings who don't distinguish good from evil, who indulge in greed and stinginess, and who know of giving or its rewards. They are ignorant and unintelligent and lack the foundation of faith. They accumulate much wealth and many treasures and ardently guard them. They beggar coming, they feel displeased when they have to practice an act of charity that does not benefit themselves. They feel as though they were cutting a piece of flesh from their body, and they suffer deep and painful regret. There are other innumerable avaricious and miserly living beings who hoard money and necessities that they don't use even for themselves, how much less for their parents, wives, or servants, or for beggars. At the end of their life, such beings will be reborn among the hungry ghosts or animals. If they heard the name of the Buddha, medicine master, Vedurya light Tathagata, in their former human existence, they recall that Tathagata's name for the briefest moment. They destinies, they will immediately be reborn in the human realm. Moreover, their past lives and will dread the sufferings of the evil destinies. They will not delight in worldly pleasures, but will rejoice in giving and praise others who give. They will not begrudge whatever they have gradually to those who to beg. They will be able to give away their own head, eyes, hands, feet, and even their entire body, to say nothing of their money and proper. Moreover, Manjushri, there are beings who, although they study under the Tathagata, nonetheless violate the precepts. Others, although they do not violate precepts, nonetheless transgress the rules and regulations. Others, although they do not violate the precepts or rules and regulations, nonetheless destroy their own proper views. Others, although they do not destroy their own nonetheless neglect to learn, so they are unable to understand the profound meaning of the sutras that the Buddhas, although they are learned, nonetheless give rise to overweening pride. Shadowed by overweening pride, they justify themselves and disparage others, slander the proper Dharma, and join the retinue of demons. Such deluded persons act on their misguided views and further cause immeasurable millions of beings to fall into the pits of great danger. These beings will drift endless realms of the hells, the animals, and the awesome power of the past vows of the Tathagata get to hear his name for only a moment. Then after they pass out of that existence, they will be reborn again as human beings. They will hold proper views and will be ever vigorous. Their minds in their families and leave the householder's life. They will take up and maintain the study of the Tathagata's Dharma without any violation. With proper views and extensive study, they will understand profound meanings and yet be free from overweening. They will not slander the proper Dharma and will never join the ranks of demons. They will progressively cultivate the practices of Bodhisattva and will soon bring them to perfection. Moreover, Manjushri, if there are sentient beings who harbor stinginess, greed, and jealous, who praise themselves and disparage others, they will fall into the three evil destinies for countless thousands of years, where they will under intense suffering. After undergoing intense suffering at the end of their lives, they will be born in the world as oxen, horses, camels, and donkeys that are constantly afflicted by thirst and hunger and made to carry heavy burdens along the roads, or they may be reborn among lowly people as slaves or servants who are always ordered around by others and who never for a moment feel at ease. If such beings in their former lives as humans heard the world honored one medicine master Vedurya like Tathagata, and by this good cause are able to remember it and sincerely take refuge with the Buddha, then by means of the Buddha spiritual, they will be liberated from all sufferings. They will be endowed with king faculties, and they will be wise and learned and will always seek the supreme dharmas and encounter good spiritual friends. They will eternally sever the nets of deep and smash the shell of ignorance. They will dry up the river of afflictions and be liberated from birth, old age, sickness, and death. Moreover, there may be beings who delight in perversity and engage in gold disputes, bringing trouble to others as well as themselves. In their actions, speech, and thoughts, they create ever-increasing amounts of evil karma. Never willing to benefit and forgive others, they scheme to harm one another. Instead, they pray to the spirits of the mountain, forest, trees. They kill living beings in order to make sacrifices of blood and flesh to the Yaksha and Rakshasa ghosts. They write down the names of their enemies and make image, and then they hex those names and images with evil mantras. They summon paralysis ghosts, cast hexes, or command corpse rising ghosts to kill or injure their enemies more. If the victims hear the name of medicine Buddha world, evil things will lose their power to do harm. The evildoers will become kind to one another. They will attain benefit, peace, and happiness, and no longer cherish thoughts of malice, affliction, or enmity. Everyone will rejoice and feel content with what they have. Instead of encroaching upon each other, they will seek to benefit one another. Moreover, Manjushri, there may be those among the fourfold assembly of bhikshus, bhikshunis, upasakas, and upasikas, as well as other good men and women of pure faith who accept and up the 8 precepts either for 1 year or for 3 months, practicing and studying them without these good roots, they may vow to be born in Amitabha Buddha's land. Proper Dharma, but their result may not be firm. However, if they hear the name of the world-honored one, medicine master Vedurya light Tathagata, then at the end of their life draws near before them will appear a great bodhisattva, whose names are Manjushri Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, Great Strength Bodhisattva, Inexhaustible Intent Bodhisattva, Juludambara Flower Medicine King Bodhisattva, Medicine Superior Bodhisattva, and Maitreya Bodhisattva. Those 8 great bodhisattvas will appear in space to show them the way, and they will naturally be born in that land amid precious flowers of many colors, or they may be born in the heavens due to this cause, although their original good roots will not be exhausted, and so they will not fall into the evil destinies again when their life in the heavens, and they will be born among people. They may be will-turning kings reigning over the 4 continents with awesome virtue and ease, bringing uncountable hundreds of thousands of living beings to abide in the practice of the 10 good deeds, or they may be born as Kshatriyas, Brahmins, laymen, or sons of honorable families. They will be wealthy with storehouse. Handsome in appearance, they will be surrounded by a great retinue of relatives. They will be intelligent and wise, courageous and valiant, like great awesome knights. If a woman hears the names of the world-honored one, medicine master Vedurya light Tathag, and sincerely cherishes it in the future, she will never again be born as a female. Moreover, Manjushri, when medicine master Vedurya light Tathak attained Bodhi by the power of his past vows, he contemplated all the sentient beings who were undergoing various kinds of sicknesses and suffering. Some suffered from disease such as emaciation, atrophy, severe thirst, or yellow fever. Others were harmed by paralysis, ghosts, or by poisonous hex. When young all these sicknesses and sufferings, and to fulfill their wishes, at the time the world-honored one entered a samadhi called extinguishing the suffering and distress of all beings. After he entered the samadhi, a great light came forth from his flesh cowl. From amid that light he proclaimed this magnificent Dharani: Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vedu Prabharajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadya Om Vaishya Vaishya Samogate Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vedurya Prabharajaya Gataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishya Samogate Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vedurya Prabharajaya Tathagataya Te Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishya Samogate Swaha. Please turn to page number 349, 349. Medicine Buddha praise. To the Bhagavan with equal compassion for all, whose name when just heard dispels the lower realm suffering, dispeller of disease and to medicine, Buddha, Vedurya, light, Tathagat, to the Bhagavan with equal compassion for all whose name when just heard dispels the lower realms of dispeller of disease and the three poisons. I prostrate to medicine master Tathagata Namo Bhagavate Vashyasya Guru Vedurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Harhate Samyak Sambodaya Yata Hom Bhashyaje Bhashyaje Bhashyaja Samogate Swaha Namo Bhagavate Vashyasya Guru Vedurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Harhate Samyak Sambodaya Tad Om Bhashyaje Bhashyaje Bhashyaja Samogate Swaha Namo Bhagavate Vashyasya Guru Vedurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambodaya Tadya Om Bhashyaje Bhashyaje Bhashyaja Samogate Swaha. Heart of Prajna Paramita. The Bodhisattva Avalokita while moving in the discourse of Prajna Paramita shed light on the five skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration he overcame ill-being. Listen, Shariputra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, form is not other than empty. Emptiness is not other than form. The same is true with feelings, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are neither produced nor destroyed, neither defiled nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore, in emptiness there is neither form nor feel, no perception nor mental formations, nor consciousness, no eye or ear or nose or tongue or body or mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of mind, no realms of elements, no interdependent origins, and no extinction of them, no ill-being, no cause of ill-being, no end of ill-being, and no path, no understanding, no because there is no attainment. The Bodhisattva's grounded in Prajna Paramita having no obstacles, they overcome fear, liberating themselves forever from illusion and realizing perfect nirvana. All Buddhas in the past, present, and future arrive at Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore one should know that perfect standing is the highest mantra, the unequaled mantra, the destroyer of ill-being, the incorruptible truth. The mantra of Prajna Paramita should therefore be proclaimed. Gate, gate, para, samgate, bodhi, swaha, gate, para, samgate, bodhi, swaha, gate, para, samgate, bodhi, swaha.
The true refuge. I take
refuge in the Buddha, the one who shows me the way in this life. I take refuge in the Dharma, the way of understanding and of. I take refuge in the Sangha, the community that lives in harmony and awareness.
Dwelling
In the refuge of Buddha, I clearly see the path of light and beauty in the world. Dwelling in the refuge of Dharma, I learn to open many doors on the path of transformation. Dwelling in the refuge of Sangha, shining light supports me, keeping my practice free of obstruction.
Taking
Refuge in the Sangha. Myself, I aspire to help all people recognize their own awakened nature, realizing the mind of love. Taking refuge in the Dharma, in myself I aspire to help all people fully master the ways of practice and walk together on the path of liberation. Taking refuge in the Sangha, in myself I aspire to help all people full communities to embrace all beings and support their transformation.
sharing the merit, reciting
the sutras, practicing the way of awareness gives rise to benefits without limit. We vow to share the fruits with all beings. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teachers, friends, and numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path.
Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Next week, I'll do an explanation of that sutra because it needs some explanation. It's not as bad as it sounded, but also as a reminder that tomorrow is our Lunar New Year celebration, so please join us at 8 p.m. for our grand celebration right here in this shrine. Thank you. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha.